Here we go, chat. A new Dachamp video. I've been waiting for a new video from him and the generosity and all the goats. Alright, let's go. I'm excited. Alright, here we go.
Shut your clanker ass up, B1.
I got this. Wait, what? What he said? Yo, that, what the fuck? Already?
Shut your clanker ass up, B1.
I got this.
Something's wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not
Oh
regular, man.
my god. Oh, wait. Hold up. I just saw waifu. Fire Force. I need to continue the damn anime. The sound effects in that anime is so fire. I need a waifu prayer remote. The devil, y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, yeah.
welcome to a brand new series on the channel. The Forbidden, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new series on the channel. The Forbidden Files. Now let me quickly explain to you what this is.
Files?
These are.
Wait, is this the first forbidden one? What the fuck happened here? Holy, so he's up there. Shoot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new series on the channel. The Forbidden Files. Now let me quickly explain to y'all what this is. These are not trials. These are files in cases for characters that quite honestly don't even need a trial. This is the new tier called the Forbidden tier, and it is strictly reserved for legends of the game. And we're starting this series off with a character that was so disgustingly broken, he had to get nerfed. And that is none other than 2003 General Grievous.
Why that look like me in the morning? Yeah, that looks like me in the morning. Freaking dark circles and shit. Insomnia is such a drag. I am telling you. It's like being Shikamaru mixed with L. Lolliot from Dead Note. Oh, God. I'm hungry. I want some snacks now. God dang it.
With a character that was so disgustingly broken, he had to get nerfed. And that is none other than 2003 General Grievous. This nigga Grievous in 03 was the devil in animated form. Niggas talk about 03 Grievous like niggas talk about Vaughn. Like this dude was a Jedi killing machine that was non-force sensitive, by the way. Like for real, deadass.
Wow.
If he wanted you out of there, he'd go do it himself, on feet by himself.
What the hell?
Had to go. And let me just give y'all a warning right now before we even start. If you have only seen Grievous from Revenge of the Sith in 3D Clone Wars and have never seen this man in the 2D version, then woo, you're in for a ride.
He looks more creepy in the 2D version, though.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen.
I know how that's possible, but it happens.
Climbing out multiple Jedi at once. Now, this right here was Grievous's first appearance in any type of Star Wars media. And man, I'll tell you, boy, this on record has to be one of the craziest character debuts of all time. So this is how this went down.
Here we
While
go.
Anakin and Obi-Wan was finishing up a mission on this one planet, they get hailed
Is
from
that
this
audio
one
okay, y'all?
Jedi master. And this man is fighting for his life and panicking. Bro was on the line like, General Kenobi, we need immediate evac. This new droid general, he's unstoppable. Oh God, what the hell? And the next thing that
What
you see when that
Oh shit, my bad, chat. I hit the wrong button, my bad. I hit the wrong button. What did he just say, though?
And the next thing that you see when they swap to that planet is this man falling over and dying and Grievous stopping the communicator in the ground. the first time you ever catch a glimpse of this demon,
you get to see his toe?
Becoming a Jedi Master. Not just a regular Jedi Knight.
Oh.
A whole ass master. That is fucking horrifying. Now let's continue. The other Jedi that are with the Master that just got boomed are being completely surrounded by an army of droids. So while they had them completely surrounded at this abandoned ship, Grievous makes them cease fire. And after he made all the droids stop shooting, this man got on the mic and said,
Attention, Jedi Storm! You are surrounded by the glorious Separatist army! Now, I could have my character swift tease you right now, but where will be the fun in that? So I, General Grievous, will personally come in there and slam you niggas out myself!
Damn!
For your impending doom, Jedi!
They got cooked. Damn clankers.
So after Grievous drops the mic and proclaims that he's gonna slime out the Jedi himself,
he said that with his whole metal chest.
And getting prepared for this nigga, because Grievous is walking towards them right now.
Oh, that is so freaking creepy!
In here are no pushovers, especially these three. Long-haired ass Kiadi Mundi, who is a member of the Jedi Council, Shakti, who was a pain in the ass to fight in The Force Unleashed, and Ayla Secura, the alien shorty that took like 10,000 backshots from clones in Revenge of the Sith. Like, these are known Jedi masters.
The baddie.
And the fact that this man Grievous had this long-head ass motherfucker sweating bullets is insane. So while Grievous was approaching them, all they could hear was his footsteps echoing around the wreckage. They couldn't tell where this dude was at all. So this is where the insanity begins. This poor
they couldn't tell.
That looks like Shaggy, and believe
I thought it was Shaggy at first.
Actually, Shaggy. Not gonna lie, when I first watched
what?
it, I was like,
no, you what? No way! I thought someone edited Shaggy like at the beginning of this video, but no, this. What?
Or not, his name is actually Shaggy. Not gonna lie, when I first watched this, I was like, why does this dude look like Shaggy?
Yeah!
Boy, come to find out, this actually is a Jedi version of Shaggy. Like, that is just hilarious to me, bro.
How did they get away with that?
While Grievous's footsteps got
louder
and louder, Shaggy, being the same scary-ass nigga in Star Wars as well, ended up losing his composure. So he runs outside just to get squashed by this nigga Grievous. Yeah, R.I.P. Shaggy. That is one of the most
he became a pancake.
This nigga Grievous jumped from the top rope and squashed him. Knocked the
he came in like a panini press. Oh my god.
Sonic rings out that nigga. If you pay attention very closely, his entire body disappeared. That means the impact of that fall was so hard, his carcass was squished into the ground. His body was literally unrecoverable. So after Grievous squashed Shaggy, he starts towering over all the Jedi and laughing at their asses. Then shows them his 10.
Why does he look like a tube of toothpaste when he's standing like that with that cloak? Right here, he looks like a 1x1 Lego brick. No. A PS5, just missing some black in the middle here.
For all the Jedi,
someone please edit that.
Asses, then shows them his 10 10-foot mechanical body and then just disappears. These niggas were shook because this just turned into a survival horde. Grievous really started playing Dead by Daylight with these niggas, just toying with them while he was ready to hunt them down one by one. So while they were moving back with their backs against each other,
I can't get over that guy's head.
You see this nigga appear out of the shadows like Batman hanging from the roof. Dude is literally looking over them, stalking his prey. So Grievous finally decided he was ready to get active. He drops from the roof and starts going to town on these niggas, fighting the whole 1v5 and enjoying every second of it. And dude, this man is a literal cheat code. He can turn his body into a Beyblade. This is the most unfair shit I've ever seen. Like, for how the hell are you supposed to fight a 10-foot cyborg that can move his body like a Beyblade? Oh, and guess what? That's not all he can do, because this is about to get even more insane. He started breakdancing on their asses, fighting them with his feet. No way in hell a 10-foot cyborg should be moving like this. No twin, nuh-uh. I'll be for real, bro. If I saw this shit, I'd put the saber down, bro. I wholeheartedly understand why George Lucas left this nigga. So as the fight continued, long-head-ass Ki-Adi-Mundi tried to force push
Disconnect like it's Dead by Daylight
and landed on the side of the roof. So this is when Grievous decided to start singling them out. He jumps back in and hits the ground so hard he made a smoke screen. So this wildebeest-looking nigga decided to go in and try to fight him one-on-one, but Grievous pulls off a crazy move. He blocks his attack, and when old boy tried to swing at him again, he dropped his saber, cut him across the middle with his green one, then just slimed this nigga with his other one. Bro boomed that musty-ass wildebeest immediately when he was 1v1 with him. So after the wildebeest Yeti hybrid got boomed, Shang-Chi decides to throw a bunch of scrap at him. But Grievous ends up cutting through all of it. Then this one Jedi tries to pull up on him. I'ma refer to him as Yeet because the nigga got a turban on his head. Grievous grabs his elongated head with his grippers and slams both head into the ground, breaking his neck on impact. Bro didn't stand a chance. He didn't even get to swing the saber. His last
what the feet do? What the toes do?
By this man's foot, then eating dirt right
That's
after
a flex. I'm not gonna lie. I killed my enemies using my toes. That's a flex. I don't Oh God. Oh, that's an embarrassing way to die by the grippers.
But old boy wasn't the only person to get his face gripped. Because after Grievous boomed him, Ayla came in trying to swing, but Grievous gripped her face mid-air, then swung
again with the other grippers. Oh my God.
That has got to be one of the most insane ways to slime a nigga. Sending them flying with your feet is OD. So the last two Jedi remaining were Longhead Ki-Adi and Shang-Chi. So Grievous ended up zoning them both out of their range. Then he drop kicks Ki-Adi's ass across the stage, taking him out of the fight. And this just left Grievous one-on-one with Shang-Chi. And he was pushing her shit. She was panicking, barely holding on and blocking his strikes. So he ended up knocking the saber out of her hands. Then he comes in to swing on her, but Shang-Chi barely blocks this with the force and gets sent flying into a pillar, and she is out of commission. So the last man standing was Ki-Adi-Mundi with his elongated, dingling head. So
I'm telling you, I just don't like the design of his head. I don't know, there's just something about it.
So the last man standing was Ki-Adi-Mundi with his elongated, dingling head. So Grievous grabbed Shang-Chi's saber and picked it up with his foot. And he was staring at this nigga Ki-Adi, laughing at his ass like,
"You fool! With your elongated head, I've been trained."
Why does this remind me a little bit, just a tiny bit of Killer, was it Killer Buu from Naruto? Naruto Shippuden? When he fought Sasuke, Kaden, and everybody else? He had one in his mouth. I think he had one with his foot. Did he have one with his foot? Then he had like 2 or 3 with his arms. It's just like, what?
Your Jedi arts by Count Dooku.
So after Grievous finished taunting this man, he ends up knocking the saber out of his hands immediately. And Grievous ends up going in for the kill. But at the last millisecond, Kiadi ends up getting bailed out by the clones. And the clones looked at that boy Grievous and said,
Troopers, blast that half-breed clanker.
so they start shooting at Grievous, and Grievous hits the dash, while the clones are blasting
He's too
every
fast.
single piece of ammo that they have at this man. So while they continue trying to shoot bro down, Grievous decides to drop in and starts to murder all of the clones.
Yep. Also, I'm thinking about the new emotes idea. It's either the new emotes or a 12-hour stream. One of those. I'm still going to be taking the spicy beans, though. Another bottoms up. If I make it.
Grievous decides to drop in and starts to murder all of the clones in front of him. So after Grievous ended up mowing down the whole front line, a whole gunship ends up pulling up right in front of his face. And this is when Grievous finally decides to make a strategic retreat.
I was gonna say,
so
those look
Grievous
like,
ends up hitting the dash again. That man is out of there. I know his 40-yard dash speed is fast as hell. And Kiadi and the clones end up retreating. So yeah, that right there was General Grievous's first ever appearance. So let's review this carnage that he caused. He crushed Shaggy into oblivion, put Wildebeest nigga up on a shirt, gripped Yeet with his feet, and broke his neck, and threw their asses across the ship with his feet, and damn near killing
he did that
Shakti
so
along with
smooth.
Kiadi.
Yeah,
Oh,
Shaggy.
and I forgot old boy at the beginning that got boomed
I
on the
thought I was
communicator,
bugging.
along with his entire battalion.
I was like, why do you look
so
like
yeah, this
Shaggy?
man packed up 4 Jedi, put Ayla and Shakti on a stretcher, and had Kiadi's ass rethinking life. This is one of the nastiest debuts a character has ever had to date. So yeah, and guess what? That was only case 1. We still got another case left. And boy, let me tell you, it gets even crazier. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen,
needs to
let's
do more
move
Forbidden
on
Files.
to case 2, the siege on Coruscant. Now, what you're about to see are the events that basically open up episode 3. Even though this series is now considered Legends continuity, this is still kind of what basically happened. So how this went down. This evil-ass conniving nigga Palpatine sent this man Grievous to invade.
I'm sorry. His face. He's got that dead ass. He's got this serious dead ass face or no bitches face. I need to use this as a meme.
As conniving nigga Palpatine.
He looks like the type of person that's like, I thought I was awesome. I thought I would be badass when I grow up, but now every time I wake up, I get up from bed, I get heartburn.
Sent this man Grievous to invade Coruscant and capture him.
I thought he said
the
croissant for a
Separatists
second.
end
My
up pulling
fat
out the
ass.
Coruscant, and a massive battle just ensues. Now, before we get to Grievous, we gotta take a detour real quick, because this is one of the hardest moments in Star Wars history. This nigga Captain Fordo was popping off this battle. Nigga turned into the Doomslayer. Just look at that shit. Him and his squad are being overran, but he didn't care. Bro, boomed the battle droid in front, turned around, smacked this nigga, flipping his ass.
Sound
He
effects.
throws his gun at this droid,
Yo!
then picked up his blaster in his left hand and started mowing these niggas down.
Yo!
Bro, you know this man was
Yo,
top of the
he's
leaderboard in every single
cooking.
Battlefront lobby. Bro just dropped off 20 droids in the span of 20 seconds. So while the battle continued and Captain Fordo was running up the scoreboard, we see this nigga Palpatine watching the battle and sipping tea, not giving a care in the world. This man doesn't care at all what is happening right now.
He don't-
He's just
yeah, he
looking
really
at all
don't
this
care.
shit like, good. I orchestrated all this shit. I don't give a damn what's happening, nigga.
Look at
So while
his
Palpatine was enjoying his tea,
eyes,
Shakti,
his
a
eye
bunch
bag.
of troopers and 2 Jedi end up pulling up with her.
This
And they're trying to
rat.
get this man Palpatine to safety.
He
But
a rat.
Palpatine was just stalling and acting like, oh, Master Shakti.
Red Shadow will always tease those things. He will always like throw them off in the waters.
man Palpatine to safety. A bunch of troopers and 2 Jedi end up pulling up with her, and they're trying to get this man Palpatine to safety. But Palpatine was just stalling and acting like, oh, Master Shaak Ti, greetings. Would you like to enjoy?
He ugly as hell. Why does what the fuck? Why does his chicks look like melted frisbees?
Would you like to enjoy?
The fuck is this? Nah, they look like saggy boobs, but without the acorns at the end. He's so ugly. I know he's old, but goddamn.
While I watch the battle. And she like, no, old ass nigga, I'm trying to get your ass to safety. But while they continued to stay in this room, they started hearing footsteps around the room. And when they started getting louder, Shaak Ti knew immediately who this was.
Look at her face.
Hi, how are you?
So he breaks in the window, letting himself right in the room. And look at this mechanical, lanky ass nigga ore farming. He already had to hit a whole JoJo's pose before he started dropping niggas off. So this nigga Grievous looking at Palpatine like,
greetings, Master. I've come to pick you up.
Shut the fuck up, you mechanical Nimrod. They're not supposed to know that shit till the 3rd movie.
I'm sorry, Lucius.
Now
Damn,
capture me and make
give
it
him hunchback.
believable.
so Grievous tries to grab him, but Shaak Ti pulls him away. And they end up taking Palpatine, and Grievous is surrounded by about 20 clones. But bro
They're
didn't care that he
screwed.
was surrounded at all. Dude
Well,
was
Mario,
actually
what the heck did
ecstatic,
you
'cause
do?
now he can let loose and kill some niggas. So the clones start firing, and Grievous jumps up and immediately starts mowing every clone in that room down.
Like
Look at
you're
what he does this one.
facing someone
He
who can
grabs
fight
them,
close
plants them on the
range
wall,
and
just
dodge all that
slices them
shit.
down
What
the
did
middle.
they
I'm
expect?
not gonna lie, this next guy got done dirty even worse. Grievous slices bro's gun in half. Then he grabs him by the leg with his own leg, then throws him out the window. Nah, bro, that is one of the worst ways to ever go out.
Yo, that's
Bro grabbed
crazy.
his leg with his own leg, then sent him flying, and he's gonna fall for like 100 floors before
Wow.
he goes splat. Oh man, rip that guy, bro. So as he continued to
Rip
murder
it,
everybody in
my
this room,
friend.
to make this clone look up to the sky to see God, we get to one of the
Free
nastiest kills
falling.
of all time. Grievous grabs this one clone by his face with his grippers, then slams his skull into the wall.
You
Oh,
can't
dear
keep
God,
getting
that might be
away
worse than
with
the guy that fell
this.
100 floors. If you look to the right, you can see
We're
the
gonna-
horror on this one clone's face. You don't even see his face, but you can tell just by the look. If I saw
He looks
one
like
of
he
my
pissed
homies
himself.
get slimed
I don't
like
blame
that,
him.
I'm gonna be real, I wouldn't know what to do. At this point, just put the gun down and accept your fate or just run. Those are your only options. Look what happens to this royal guard. Bro grabs him with his grippers, starts using him as a body shield, then slams his body on the ground. These clones are having some of the most horrific deaths I've ever seen, because this is just getting ridiculous. So Grievous just continued to murder everyone in that room. Those clones stood zero chance against this man. They were literally used as meat shields so Shaak Ti and them could get away. So while they was waiting by the elevator, all they could hear were just the screams of everybody getting murdered in there. Look at this one Jedi. He is spamming the button trying to get the elevator to come up. This dude is horrified of what he's hearing in there. So when the screams stopped, they knew the head start that they got was over. Grievous busts through the door.
Oh my God, I'm so
force,
scared.
running at them like a rabid dog while dodging multiple force pushes. So Shaak Ti ends up finally hitting them, buying them some time to get in the elevator, but that didn't put Grievous down at all. So later on after they escape, they're all taking this high-speed elevator down to the ground. So they thought they were safe. They thought they had time to breathe, but that lasted for a whopping 10 seconds. They look to the right, and this nigga Grievous is running down the building. He is running down a building, keeping up with a high-speed elevator. No, bro, no.
The way he's looking at him. Ew, why did I stop here?
No, man. This has got to be another reason why George Lucas nerfed this, man, because this is ridiculous. So this one clone said, nah, twin, fuck this shit. He just decides to shoot a rocket launcher at him. And I'm not gonna lie, was that warranted? Yes! I mean, they gotta try something to stop this man. So when they finally reach the ground floor, they are surrounded by a bunch of super
I guess so.
And Grievous just drops from the building right in front of him. So Mr. Manslug nigga decides to use a force howl, but Grievous was prepared this time. He uses those damn grippers, digs in the ground.
Y'all gotta aim for his feet, man. Get rid of his grippers. That's like 50% of his strength. I need more villains who use their grippers as weapons, deadly weapons.
And starts moving through the house. They was trying every trick in the book and couldn't stop this man at all. So they just decided to run. There was no point in fighting him. So while they was on the run, Grievous's Magna Guards end up killing the final 2 clones. So the only ones that were left standing protecting Palpatine was Shaak Ti and the other 2 Jedi. So they were having to run for their lives through the city while Grievous and his Magna Guards were chasing them. And this whole chase was just insane. They went from fighting on a ship to Grievous just destroying it, making it crash in the middle of the city. Then they ended up fighting in a subway station. And I'm not gonna lie, this next scene had to be one of the most terrifying scenes of all time. When they thought they were safe behind this train, this man Grievous pops up right behind him.
Oh,
no! So he starts walking them down.
That is a Five Nights at Freddy's shit.
Both of the 2 Jedi to the side. So he ends up walking up to Shaak Ti and telling her,
"Salutations, Jedi scum! You may have escaped from me before, but today you will be slammed!"
But Shaak Ti ends up pulling off a 10,000 IQ big brain play. She used the Force to wrap this man's cape around the train. So when the train was ready to go, Grievous just gets yoinked. And this finally brought them some time to escape from this man. So about a good 20 minutes passed, and that they finally shaken Grievous.
This is what that chick from The Incredibles keeps telling y'all. No capes. This is why she's against making capes for heroes or anybody. No capes.
Shaak Ti ended up splitting up from him, and the other 2 Jedi ended up taking Palpatine to his bunker so he could be safe. So when they got in there and locked all the doors, they thought that they were in the clear, but they were soon about to realize
was completely right.
Yoinked by a high-speed train would stop this nigga. Grievous was waiting for them in that room the entire time, so he dropped down and started fighting the other 2 Jedi.
Did he use
and
teleport
while he was doing that, look at this evil, conniving motherfucker going back like, good, Grievous, good. Slime those niggas, Grievous. Put them on a shit. So while Grievous continued to fight them, they end up getting stuck in a lightsaber clash. And this is when Grievous finally revealed his trump card. The thing that he's most famous for. He pulls out the other 2 arms and starts using all 4 of them holes. And when he was using all 4 of his arms, they stood no chance. Grievous cuts both of them down in a heartbeat.
Wow.
And it was game over for both them. So Grievous finds Palpatine, and he looking at him like,
Aha! I've done it, Lord Sidious. Are you impressed?
About fucking time, you half-breed clank. Now get me on the ship and let's fucking go. Okay, on a real note, Grievous actually never knew that Palpatine was Sidious. That is still hilarious to how oblivious he was to him. But anyways, Shaak Ti finally ends up making it to the room, but she's too late. She sees the other 2 Jedi dead, and Grievous holding up Palpatine, and Palpatine looking at her like, oh, hello, Shaak Ti dead.
I was kind of hoping he had all different colors of lightsabers. I'm kind of disappointed there.
I'm having a little trouble here. Can you please help me? So Shaak Ti runs at Grievous, but he hits her saber to the side and just chokes her. So he takes her saber, adds it to his collection, then decides to give Shaak Ti some actual shock. He just electrocutes the hell out of her and just ties her up and leaves her there. So Grievous ends up taking Palpatine to his ship. But before he was about to leave, my goat,
she want the room.
And Windu nigga came down and looked at Grievous like, you a fake demon twin, and crushes this man's sternum. Look how he had this man Grievous leaning back. Lord have mercy.
Yo, that's me. Oh, I know that pain. That's me when I go to lift something heavy. Oh, shit. Damn. Ah. Ah.
The incident in this continuity that gave him that iconic cough. So after the ship takes off and Grievous escapes, Revenge of the Sith starts. But yeah, that's basically the end of Case 2. So let's look at our final Carnage report for Case 2. This man launched a full invasion on Coruscant, broke into the Chancellor's room and slimed like 20 clones in the most brutal way fashion, then decided to chase the Jedi throughout the whole city, then kill 2 of them and knock out Shaak Ti for a second time. This is some of the most wicked work of all time.
Yo.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the end of our first ever Forbidden File. I hope everybody
That
can
is
see
crazy.
and understand why this demon got nerfed. Because if he was moving like this in Revenge of the Sith in 3D Clone Wars, then dear God, the Republic would have been cooked. So yeah, 2003 General Grievous, that nigga had to go, just straight up. So with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Let me know if y'all want any more Forbidden Files, because I have a whole list of these. And
I
also
don't
make sure to
think they
follow
really
the
thought
socials,
that
because is where I'll tell
through.
you what the videos will be. And until next time.
That is insane. I don't think they thought that one through. They were like, ooh, we should have been more careful. We did make them too OP. I want him to talk about the nerfed one. I really want him to talk about the nerfed one. Hi, Eric. How are you? I really want him to. It's a great word. The coughing hydrogen bomb. George Lucas had envisioned him as a mustache twirling villain who was overconfident. Mustache. This now is basically the Star Wars version of fucking told you, only without the child support and depths. This is why I love going to freaking comments. Yeah. I feel like they just made this video as an excuse to use it. Who else saw the show before this video already knew he was this foul? I didn't. I missed out on a lot, chat. Holy. Comments are crazy. Yep. 2003 Star Wars villains had to go, period. That is true. I've noticed, I think Red Shadow told me once that the villains completely changed. Like, they don't seem as powerful as they used to be. Or as, you know, evil as they used to be. Clone Trooper's last thought is that his leg? In the books, he's cracked as well. Oh my god. Man, I forgot to measure how much he was aura farming after attacking an explosion that wiped out the army, but he stood there, looked up, and told them to run. Oh my god. That is crazy. Great video though.